All right, let's move on to our fourth battle. The first team leader being Bullet Punch Club, led by Hide, or Rain, or Hakume. I call them Hide, playing for the Transactional Charity. Currently third place, undefeated at 3-0. Where did the music go? Oh, we're just skipping songs. Haha, okay. So sorry. The Mega of this team being the Mega Venusaur, who I don't believe has shown up quite yet. Um, the OU Pokemon, we have the Scizor at 0-1, with the Cerulege being the leader of this team at 7-1. Cerulege, absolutely terrifying. The UU Pokemon, we have the Revavroom and the Heliolisk at 1-0. For RU, we have the Umbreon at 1-0 as well. The Feraligatr at 3-1, and the Armarouge, who has not had any playtime as opposed to his brother Cerulege. For NU Pokemon, we have the Altaria and the Cinccino are both at 0-1, with the Gligar at 2-2. The Gligar has surprisingly been, like, surprisingly good. I say surprisingly, but it's been pretty good. The PU Pokemon, the Dachsbun at 0-1, the Farigiraf at 2-1, the Hitmontop 0-0, and the Toadscruel at 2-1. And their opponents for this week
Our second tempo, running for St. Baldrick's Foundation. Their mega is Aggron, with a 2-1.
Nothing scares
Their
me.
OUs, Aggron's scary, yeah. It feels like a scary Pokemon when you know how to use it.
Yeah.
I don't. In OU, they have Hatterini with 1-2, Torkoal with 0-1. In their OU, they have Rotom Wash with 1 win, and Slitherwing with 2 wins. In RU, they have Lilligant, Hisui Lilligant with 0-1. Shuckle, has it seen play?
It has not. I can't
not.
wait. I can't wait until we bring Shuckle, because I know Phoenix. He plays Goofy, so I'm sure he has something cooking for Shuckle.
Oh, okay. Because I always see Shuckle in use, and it's an absolute beast if it's used right.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah. Oh god. And then we followed up with Cleaver with a 1-1. In NU, they have Yarn Mega with 2-0, Toxtricity with 0-2, and Overquill. Which one was Overquill again? With 1-2.
The evolution of Hisuian Quillfish.
Oh, I like that Pokemon. It looks
Yeah.
cool. And then finally in PU, we have Bravery for Hisui with 3 2s. With 3-2, Avalugg Hisui with 1-1, and an Electrode Hisui and Weirdir with 0-0. Lots of Hisui variants.
Yes, lots of. So
I respect it.
I think his theme, at least to start off with, because like, if you see like a lot of the Pokemon, we started drafting from PU and we went up the list. I think his theme was he only wanted to do alternate typings of Pokemon, or like alternate forms. So like all of the Hisuian Pokemon, but then he got to Shuckle. He's like, I'm surprised Shuckle has made it this far. I'm taking him. I'm like, all right. Because like Toxtricity has its other form, or it has 2 forms. Oh yeah, Mega, I guess yeah, Mega doesn't. But like Slitherwing is the alternate form of Volcarona / Iron Moth. Rotom Wash is the alternate form. Then we got Hatterene and Torkoal, who are both. But yeah, I appreciate a theme, which we have another theme, which I'm excited to show y'all in a couple battles. But the other theme is probably the best theme. Anyway, we're gonna go to the starting lineups of these 2 teams. Also, logos are more important. I know Susu said something about it. I don't care if the logos are over my face. They're the more important thing anyway. The Bullet Punch Club is going to bring the Revavroom, I believe, for the first time. It's so hard to say Revavroom. Revavroom. We also have the Gligar coming back, the Hitmontop, we have the Toadscruel, the Scizor, and the Cerulege coming back. And from the second tempo, we have the Mega Aggron, the Hatterene, the Torkoal, the Hisuian Lilligant, which I believe is also the first time coming through, the Slitherwing, and the Cleavor. Let's jump into our 4th battle. The Bullet Punch Club is going to lead with the Revavroom, with the Second Tempo leading with Sforzando, the Torkoal. The immediate parting shot from the River Room to switch into Switchblade the Ceruledge with an explosion.
What? Has he just... What?
Switch into the Cleaver after the
What?
explosion. Switch from the... Sorry. Cleaver goes into the Night Slash, into the Swamped Hitmontop. The switch from the Cleaver into Vivace, the Hisuian Lilligant, the fake out then being used by the Hitmontop. The Sword Stance being used by the Lilligant with a close combat taking down the Lilligant. Took me a second to recover from that explosion. We're back though. Hatterene then comes in with a Bullet Punch, doing Bullet Punch, the name of the team, doing a little bit of damage there, with the Trick Room then being used by the Hatterene. The Bullet Punch again being used, getting the crit this time, doing a lot of damage there, but not quite taking down the Hatterene, with a Mystical Fire able to take down the Hitmontop. Scizor then comes in, another Bullet Punch being used, another priority Bullet Punch to take down the Hatterene. The Aggron then comes in. They switch from the Ground who was out there into the Gligar, but the Mega Evolution comes through with a Body Press, doing barely a little bit of damage to the Gligar here, with an Ice Punch, doing a little bit more but not quite taking it down, with a U-turn then being used by the Gligar to switch it into the Toedscruel. The Trick Room is then going to fade with an Earth Power, outspeeding, doing a lot of damage there to that Aggron, with an Ice Punch taking down the Toedscruel. The River then comes back out with a Parting Shot again being used, switching out into the Ceruledge there, with an Earthquake doing a lot of damage to Ceruledge but not quite taking it down. And the Bitter Blade is going to outspeed and take down the Aggron, getting a little bit of recovery in the process. The Cleavor then comes back out, and they switch from the Ceruledge back into the Revavroom for the Night Slash, doing a big chunk of damage there to the Revavroom. And then the swap from the Cleavor into the Tympany, I like that, into the Slitherwing, with an Iron Head doing a little bit of chip damage there as well. Slitherwing is scary. Look at that, man. First Impression's gonna be a resisted hit, doing a little bit of damage there. Not quite enough to take it out with the Iron Head, getting the crit and taking down the Slitherwing with just the Cleavor left. The Stone Axe is going to be a resisted hit, doing some pretty good damage there, but not quite enough. The Iron Head, though, is going to take down the Cleavor. And the Bullet Punch Club is going to be the winners of this week's battle against against Second Tempo. The Explosion Torkoal.